Hello darlings, it's Beauty by Andreas here, and I'm here with my twin sister Emma. We are doing an ethereal, glowy, bridal, Charlotte Tilbury inspired makeup look today. And of course, we are starting with all Charlotte Tilbury skincare. Fair warning, we have a lot of giggle fits during this tutorial. So the vitamin C serum here also has peptides and polyglutamic acid. It's such an incredible serum. Everybody should have it in their routine. And it's really the best first step for your skincare. It's going to plump, it's going to hydrate, it's going to give that glow. Vitamin C brightens, lightens, and tightens. And I'm also just gonna give her a bit of a nice plumping and lifting massage as I apply all of this skincare. Don't forget to get the neck, the chest, the dégagé. We want her to glow absolutely everywhere. As you can see, the giggle fits are catching us again, but we will get through this. Up next, it comes the Magic Eye Rescue, and this is one of the best eye creams on the market. It has time-released retinol and vitamin C holding hands and working together on your under eye. Charlotte says it's like Spanx for the under eyes, and it truly is. It targets fine lines, texture, and it's going to make any concealer or makeup that we put under that eye today so perfect and smooth. Absolutely crucial to use day and night, and a really good eye cream, and this is the one I recommend. Up next, we've got the Magic Cream with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C and E, and rosehip seed oil. Again, brightening, lightening, and tightening, firming, instant glow, and an instant turnaround on the skin. Works as a primer for anyone who likes to wear makeup, or if you don't, you won't even need makeup because your skin is going to look so perfect. Next, we gotta get that body glow on there. Of course, we're gonna use the Magic Body Cream with caffeine, plus a bit of the Say Liquid Highlight. And I'm also gonna hit it with a bit of the Elixir Spray from Charlotte Tilbury just to give it some real hydration, and it can move around with that fluffy brush. Gotta get the glow on the collarbone, the cleavage. I'm really giving my sister the spa treatment here. She's even wearing my Victoria's Secret robe, my Victoria's Secret bra, my earrings, my Charlotte Tilbury clips, and all my fancy makeup. But she's worth it, you guys. Look at that, stunning. Don't forget to do a bit of a lip mask at the start of your makeup here. Next, I'm going on with a bit of concealer onto the lid. I want to even out any veins, any redness, any discoloration, so that I can put that perfect base for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna hit it with the top left color from the Exaggerize palette here. This is gonna make everything so silky smooth and perfect powdery base to build a really beautiful eyeshadow look with just a bit of a fluffy brush there. Take that bottom right color there. It's kind of a rusted brown. It looks really nice on brunettes with hazel eyes. I'm gonna work that into a V on the outer corner there. Then take a more empty fluffy brush and blend that up into the crease. I'm gonna grab a bit more and just keep building it up. I like to start with less and build more. It's easier to add more than it is to take off, of course. I'm also lifting the brow bone a little bit just to flatten everything. Then I've grabbed a bit of a smaller brush and a more chocolatey color, working that into that outer corner in a V shape again, working up into the crease. Grabbed a little bit more there. I'm double fisting with the brushes because I have an empty fluffy for blending. I don't like to load up the fluffy brush with powder because I like to use it empty to blend. It'll be a lot less muddy and you're gonna have a lot more control over where you're putting everything. And the eye look is already coming together so quickly. Stunning. Grab that sparkly shimmer shade from the top right of the Exaggerize palette on your finger and sweep across the lid. I like to do shimmers with my fingers so that they don't end up under the eye or anywhere else. Smaller brush now, that top left color again, just a little more saturated on that inner corner of the eye and underneath the eyebrow for that highlight. We've got the Pillow Talk eyeliner in a beautiful mahogany chocolate brown shade. I'm kind of lifting the lid so I can get right into the lash line there. I'm also gonna work that under the eye while I have her look up, taking a quick little brush and working that through. Time for some brows. Brows really bring so much symmetry and structure to the face. I'm using the dark brown color in the Brow Cheat. This does the job. You don't have to go over it 100 times to get the payoff. The color gets on there and stays on there, and it's so easy to use with a really sharp and defined triangle tip. I like to outline the bottom of the brow first, use a little bit of the spoolie, I'm going in with the liquid liner now. You can see me lifting the eyelid a little bit with my finger so I can get right along the lash line. That will allow no gapping or no skin to come through, and you get that liner right into that lash line. I'm also doing a little bit of a wing. I'm getting her to look forward so I can see what angle I want to get that wing, using her bottom lash line as a guide for the angle of that wing, and then connecting. Now I've got the liner on there. I can add a little bit more of that darker shadow on a little brush. I can really see the shape I'm starting to create with that liner as a guideline. Awesome. Working it up into the crease just a little bit. Having all the control. It's all about the brushes, you guys. My little secret trick for getting mascara on there, using my nail or maybe a palette behind and using all the tension I need to get that mascara onto those lashes without it ending up all over the eyelid and ruining the beautiful eyeshadow that you've just done. So that's my little tip or trick. Another little trick, clean up with a makeup wipe once you're done. So if you made a mess, don't even worry about it. Gonna quickly pop on this lash here. Quick tip, let the glue dry until it's tacky. Don't go on with the wet glue because the lash will slide around everywhere. You want it to go on and stick, just like right away, sticking right on there. I want to make sure she's comfortable, and I'm kind of wiggling it and pushing it right along the lash line. Again, no gapping allowed. And I like to use black glue because it really melts everything together. You don't have to go over and cover the clear glue with more and more liner once you're done. Grabbing a small brush with some shadow and going over that liner that we did under the eye and bringing it all the way under. Look at how flattering that lighter shade is. It's really bringing out the hazel and lifting the eye up without dragging the eye down. If I did all black under there, the eye would end up looking quite doe-eyed and even more circular when we're trying to wing it out quite a bit. Stunning. Looking so, so gorgeous. Let's start the base. Now the skincare has melted in there. We're going in with the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a Lit from Within Glow. It works as a primer. You can use it mixed into your makeup, on top, wear it alone, wear it on the body. Honestly, it is so, so versatile. I'm gonna blend it out with a brush, and then I like to just push it in with the Beauty Blender once I'm done with that. All of the high points of the face. It's blurring. It's gonna reflect light. It's gonna make her foundation just look like skin. After I've applied that, I like to go in with a more tan orange color corrector. This is the color 3 Tan by Charlotte Tilbury. It's gonna block out any sort of blue, gray, or black on a lot of different skin types. My sister and I are quite dark under the eye. Some people only need a peachy color. I'm gonna use the 3 Tan on us just because I know that sometimes that under eye darkness still comes through the concealer and foundation. So don't be scared to use a lot. I prefer to use my finger because I would like to keep it thin and really press it in where I need it. Next, I've got the Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is a hydrating foundation. It looks like skin. She doesn't need a super ton of coverage, so I like to keep it light for her. I like my brides to look amazing in photos, but also still feel amazing in their mirror. So it's kind of a hard balance. Beauty Blender is gonna push that all in. When it comes to going over top of color corrector, you don't wanna be sweeping too much. You really want quite a tapping motion if you're using a brush or the Beauty Blender. And as you can see, it's hiding all of that color corrector already so, so well. I like to keep it thin on the forehead, working from between the brows and working my way up to the hairline very lightly. And some people don't know, you need to use a dampened Beauty Blender, not a dry one. A dry one is just like a dry sponge and it's really just gonna eat your product. So I love letting my clients know that. Use a clean and dampened Beauty Blender. Next, I've got the Hourglass Concealer. Oh my goodness, you can see how perfect and blurring it is already, and I haven't even blended it out. This is gonna be waterproof all night. It's gonna stay put, and it's gonna give me the coverage and the lightening and brightening that I want for that sort of highlighting, concealing step. There's the placement of it. I'm gonna use a more fluffy brush just to kind of soften it and blend it out a bit. And then you'll see I will go over with the Beauty Blender again because that will take off any excess and really push it right into the skin and make it flawless and perfect. And you can see I'm using that tapping motion still. I'm keeping the concealer exactly where I want it. And I'm tap, tap, tapping with that Beauty Blender. You should be replacing your Beauty Blender I don't know, maybe every month. Some people probably go 3. You should be cleaning it every single time you use it. And when I use it on clients, I'm only using 1 per client, and then they're going home with it because it's not a total sanitary thing that you can be using from client to client. Get her to look up as you push into the under eyes there, making sure it's perfect, perfect, perfect. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And look at the lift it's giving to the eye as well. I'm obsessed. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I will go over it quite a few times. Then you will see me use a small brush to get into the nooks and crannies. I want to make sure there is no creasing. I want to make sure everything is nice and thin, and especially under the eye, the Beauty Blender can't quite get right up there, especially because I already did that under eye eyeshadow and eyeliner. I don't want that to get mixed into the concealer, so I'm being very careful as I work that up there. Around the nose. And look at what a perfectionist I am. I will use that tiny brush anywhere I see is needed. Ooh, this is one of the best parts. It is the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. The best one you can find in Sephora. Look at how flawless and blurred it's going to make her makeup look. I'm gonna do 1/2 of the face and show you in the camera just the difference. How flawless and perfect, but still looks like skin. You can still see the glow coming through. And watch this when she turns. Boom. Wow. Both sides look stunning, but one side is set for the night. And you can see I'm using, again, that tapping motion. I'm not sweeping too much. It's really about building and tapping and painting the face like a beautiful, perfect canvas. And again, I will go over this quite a few times until I'm satisfied with how every little centimeter of the face is looking. You want to get this powder in the T-zone, worked under the eyes, and anywhere where you might be prone to creasing. For my sister and I, we smile a lot, so our smile lines tend to crease, so I made sure to do it quite well there. I'm just placing a bit of our Hollywood contour wands and blush wands around here. I've got the Fair Medium in the contour wand, the Pillow Talk in the liquid matte blush. Hit it with the setting spray to make everything a little bit moist again. And now I'm gonna blend, blend, blend. And you guys, don't be scared of this contour. It might look like, hey, that's a lot, but it actually blends out so airbrushed and perfect. And since it's a liquid and not a stick, I find it even easier to blend and not get muddy. And you'll see I use a lot of a tapping motion when it comes to contour here. I am blending the absolute crap out of the chin though, because I don't want it to be obvious like that. So I'm gonna blend, 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 blend. I've never been one of those artists to say, oh, your makeup has to be this heavy or this strong for the photos. I'll never fight with my client at all. Like I said, I want them to look amazing in the photos, but I want them to be able to look in the mirror and not feel, and still feel like themselves. I don't want them to be uncomfortable with the amount of contour they have on or the amount of makeup at any point. So I'm always checking in with everybody. But since this is my sister and it's technically my face, I know exactly what to do. So I'm just blending it all out again. You'll see me tap, 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 tap. Tapping, 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 tapping. Love it. And I don't like the nose contour to be obvious at all either, so I'm just using that same big fluffy brush, going down each side, going around the bottom, and kind of creating a bridge on the top, and it really helps to make that cute little button nose. Now I'm applying the liquid highlight. This is the Hollywood wand in Spotlight. This is gonna reflect light. It's a beautiful champagne white color. Absolutely stunning. And wait till she turns and catches the light. Using my finger just to really make sure it's melted right into the skin. Next, I'm gonna go in with this contour palette from a few Christmases ago from Charlotte. This is a contour and bronzer. Really gonna warm up the face. I'm gonna hit up all the contour spots as well one more time. Just make sure everything is extra defined. Right into the hairline there. And a bit of a 3 around each side of the face. Stunning. Tap, 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 tap. Still, you're not seeing me do too much of a sweeping motion. It's all about tapping and building it up. Next, I've got this beautiful Pillow Talk highlight and blush palette from last Christmas. I'm obsessed. Look at the glow appearing on the cheeks already. I'm doing a bit of a mix of the two blushes and that bottom left highlight because I really want that blush to pop. And you can see the blush starting to come up here. Blush blindness, who can never have enough as long as you're using the right color. I'll bring it up into the forehead just a little bit. We want to make it cohesive. And then I'm going to show you my really top secret trick. Grab that fluffy eyeshadow brush and grab that blush and put it into the crease. This is my secret tip to make an eyeshadow look so romantic and match the rest of the face and be so cohesive. Is the perfect bridal tip and trick. Just add a little bit of that rosy pink to the eyeshadow crease look. Wow, look what that did. Now I'm grabbing a small highlight brush and look at that highlight popping on there. Oh my goodness, anyone who sees her from any angle on the dance floor is gonna be envious of that glow. Went down the bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow as well, of course. And she's feeling it. We are in the home stretch here. Ooh, this is our brightening powder. This is actually quite a crucial step. Look at how flat and blurring that makes her under eye. You want to use this product quite sparingly because it does deposit quite a bit of that white blurring finish. So that's why I'm using a much smaller brush to apply it just exactly where I want it. A little bit down the T-zone, mostly concentrated under the eyes there. Hit it with the setting spray one more time. How many times have we setting sprayed in this video? 5, 6, never enough. We're gonna finish with a Pillow Talk Fair lip combo. We're going in with the Pillow Talk Fair Lip Cheat. This is a new color. It's a bit more of a cool toned nude, and she's getting a little ticklish, so she's gonna make this almost impossible for me. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Oh, I got distracted by a stray brow. Boom, cut that off. Oh, maybe let's get one of your chin hairs. Just kidding. Back to the lip liner. We got to go around the mole, up and over. I'm going to overline just a little bit, and I'm going to keep it quite concentrated in the outer corners, underneath there, and up along the Cupid's bow. Working my way around that snaggly lip ring, technical difficulties. Back at it. I love this lip liner because it's a little bit hydrating, but it stays put. It's not gonna move for up to 6 to 8 hours, you guys. One of the best lip liners you can find in Sephora in so many amazing colors. Look at that already. Let's go on with the new Pillow Talk Fair Kissing Lipstick. It's a more satin, hydrating finish, a stunning nudie pink fair shade. My sister normally wears a bit of deeper colors, a bit more rosewood, so I'm having a lot of fun putting this more fair nude on her. She looks like such a beautiful bride. And we're big goofs, can't help it. And the end is near. I'm just blending that out nice and thin to the edges. I get her to make a kissy face so I get any extra lip color that might be showing in the middle there. She's checking herself out. Letting her see it. Wow, she has never looked like this. Look at her light up. Next, we're gonna go on with the final step here. It's our lip plumper in fair medium. It's gonna keep her hydrated. It's gonna give a little bit of a tingle and give a really amazing plumping, light reflecting effect to the lips. Look at her. Wow. She, me, have never looked so good. Number 100 of the setting spray, because you can never get enough. We've got the little hair clip in now. We're doing a little bit of a photo shoot. Number 1000 of the setting spray is coming, actually. Got the Charlotte Tilbury fan. Yes, yes. And here she is, my twin sister Emma, in a beautiful, glowy, ethereal, angel bridal look. Doesn't get much better than that. Thank you for joining us. Beauty by Andreas.